Dionysus is one of the most intriguing and multifaceted gods in Greek mythology, known primarily as the god of wine, revelry, fertility, theatre, and ecstasy. He is the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Semele, a mortal princess, making him a god with both divine and human ancestry. Dionysus' birth is a remarkable and unusual one. After Semele was tricked by the jealous Hera into asking Zeus to reveal his true form, she was consumed by the sight of his divine radiance. Zeus saved the unborn child by sewing him into his thigh, and Dionysus was later born from this miraculous gestation. This myth reflects the dual nature of Dionysus, embodying both the divine and the human, as well as the tension between mortality and immortality. As the god of wine, Dionysus is often associated with the liberating and ecstatic qualities that wine and intoxication can bring. His followers, known as Maenads and Satyrs, would engage in frenzied celebrations, often in the wilderness, where they would drink wine, dance, and enter states of ecstatic trance. These revelries were seen as a form of communion with the god, allowing worshippers to experience freedom from societal constraints, shedding their inhibitions and embracing a more primal and joyous state of being. Dionysus represented the release of emotions and desires that were otherwise suppressed in daily life, and his festivals, such as the Dionysia, were among the most important in ancient Greece. Dionysus' influence extended beyond just physical intoxication. He was also the god of theatre and dramatic arts, a domain that grew particularly in prominence in Athens. The city's great festivals, such as the City Dionysia, were held in his honor and were key to the development of Greek drama. These festivals included performances of tragic and comedic plays, and it was believed that the god's influence over the playwrights and actors helped to evoke deep emotional responses from the audience. Theatre was seen as a form of ritual celebration that allowed people to explore and express the full range of human emotions, and Dionysus was the deity responsible for enabling this cathartic process. Dionysus also had strong associations with fertility and the natural world. As a god of vegetation and growth, he was linked to the cycles of nature, particularly the growth of grapevines and the production of wine. His connection to fertility was not just limited to the agricultural realm but also encompassed the fertility of the earth and the life force that sustains all living things. Dionysus was often depicted with ivy or grapevines, and his presence was believed to ensure the prosperity and abundance of crops. His role in both plant life and human fertility made him a vital figure for farmers and those dependent on the harvest for survival, as well as for those seeking to celebrate life through pleasure and abundance. Dionysus' character and myths highlight the tension between civilization and nature, order and chaos. While he was a god who could bring great joy and release, he also had a darker, more destructive side. In some myths, his followers would lose themselves in madness and violence, showing how his influence could lead to excess and chaos if left unchecked. His dual nature, both nurturing and destructive, celebratory and chaotic, made him a god who was both revered and feared. Dionysus' ability to blur the lines between the divine and the mortal, the sane and the insane, the civilized and the wild, made him one of the most complex and fascinating figures in Greek mythology. His role as the god of transformation and liberation continues to resonate, symbolizing the power of indulgence, creativity, and the untamed aspects of human nature.